Welcome to Switch It Up. Today we are switching it up on you, and I am showing you a spacecraft fifth wheel. I know, you didn't know they made fifth wheels. I didn't know they made fifth wheels, but when we had a talk with them when we were at the HDT rally, Greg says you ought to see the spacecraft fifth wheel that we're doing, and you should stop in and check it out. So since we're in Kansas City, here we are, and I'm getting ready to show you something pretty special. So roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Now we all know when you come to spacecraft, you can design your whole interior yourself. So I'm going to show you the interior because that's their custom. Where all the magic happens, what I thought would be very interesting and different would be to see the bones, the things that we're talking about now, and all the problems that we're seeing with fifth wheels is we're getting a lot of complaints about people having frame flex, things like that. I'm going to come to the main stuff on the outside, and I'm going to do the inside first because it's just different. We'll do the inside first and then see exactly what's happening. So this owner is got some unique things that they're wanting to do. It is a toy hauler, believe it or not. So the way they've designed their whole living room actually works pretty good. It's functional, but what they do, I believe that he works on the road. So he asked them to do something different because he likes to finish things himself. So he asked for a blank slate in the garage. So they gave him a blank slate. Put the walls in, that patio door goes down. He asked for this patio to go down, and then he has a sliding glass door, and then he has a tray that will do a pass-through, which is interesting because what I've been told is in this area, he's gonna make a desk area that comes up. So he's gonna have a whole custom desk. I don't know what he does, but it's quite interesting that he says, I just wanna finish this section myself. You come into the main living space and you can see how he has his living room set up, and then he has his kitchen, which is nice. Again, you can kind of finish this however you want. You come up into his bedroom. He has his slide out and all the area here. The cool thing about having a fifth wheel from Spacecraft is that since you can design, oh look at this, lights on. His washer and dryer, that's pretty neat, huh? Looks like this might be his commode. But having a fifth wheel designed Spacecraft allows you to do some really different things on the outside and the functionality of it all. So let me go outside and show you the secret sauce. Because honestly, we can talk about insides of fifth wheels all you want, but since this is custom and you're making it for your own needs and what you want, this can honestly be anything. It's a blank canvas when you're designing one. So let's head outside so you can take a look at some of the things that I found when I was just snooping around. The first thing you're gonna notice is these doors are like super, super heavy. And the stairs, actually they pull up and then they slide all the way into your RV. And they're on a track system. The other thing that's really pretty cool is that this right here, you're wondering, well, what is this area? This is the air canisters for what? Your suspension system. And I'll show you that here in a second. But if you come down here, they do things so much different. It's all like heavy duty steel, right? And then here's your black tanks that are anchored up here. Most of the time in your fifth wheels, everything's underneath you. But the way they design it is everything you can get to. Everything is accessible. And the way it's constructed, they're using electronic valves, they're using macerating toilets, so everything gets smashed up. Then they're actually, you can get rid of things easier. Since you have the actual capacity with the axles and the way they construct things and the weight, it gives you a lot of accessibility for extra storage. So this down here, that's your rail system where your stairs go into, but this is all open. and it allows for air pass through, so therefore you can temperature control, because your AquaHot that's down here is going to basically heat up so that you're always having fresh hot water. And that's going to run off of diesel. Your water filtration's here, and then on that side, that's your split system, so that you can do all of the efficiency when you're handling all of the climate control, all of your heating, all of your AC heating, things like that. It's on the other side. Let me show you. FrameFlex, haha, thing of a past. The way they have this set up is, ooh, look at that, I got grease on me already. The frame itself is using huge I-beams, the way that they're welded together. And then you have actual access to that. So he's actually going to be using a HDT to pull this. So he actually has already air lines and everything set up for said thing. Down here they're getting ready to put the generator in, and then you actually have an electrical panel that you would see in a house. On this side, when you're talking slides, when I was saying earlier, the screw mechanism that comes in is actually encapsulated, so you're not going to have those issues that you normally would have on slides. And since there's so much steel here, the weight is irrelevant. It's interesting. Your mini split unit, you have your diesel, which is 50 gallons, and that actually will run your AquaHot system and your diesel generator. Mini split comes in this side, and then you actually have electronic holding tanks, wastewater gate valves that you're going to use. Your electrical is actually on a reel that you can push through. Again, this is all tailor-made to you. You can choose to do what you want to do. They have, I don't think I can get to it. Let me see if I can get to this. He wanted to make sure that he could use every ounce of space. So in the wall, he actually decided that they would put a door here, and they can access all this space from floor to ceiling on this slide, which is a lot of space in here that they're utilizing. Through here, you come over, and all of this is pass-through storage. Now granted, it's not super tall, but I think he's actually going to put a MoRide slide in here so he can get to a lot of things. That goes all the way through. And there's your freshwater tank. So all of your tanks are accessible. All of this can be pass-through storage, and weight is irrelevant. What I found interesting was how here they're running airbags. Airbags. You notice the underbelly? It's aluminum. It's all aluminum. So all the worries and concerns that you normally get, you're not going to get. It's just a different way of thinking about how you're going to do your fifth wheel. And you're asking, okay, how much? Well, on average, if you take this monster back here, this is being made for a carnival. It's a show trailer for the carnival's 57 foot. Has safes in it and stuff that they do. Look at all the big, huge slides that they're having on it. Fifth wheel. It actually has the door that comes down, the ramp door. You're probably going to be looking around that $7,000 a linear foot to do a fifth wheel. On your large semi-chassis, you're basically running that $8,000 to $10,000 linear foot for your semi-chassis. So when you're looking at costs associated for complete custom, I don't know. Is it too far out of the price range for things to have everything custom and have all the stuff that you want and the way it's designed and how you want to create it? Man, even the back area is like a bonus room. You can either choose to have that as a toy hauler or make it as a workspace, bunk space, whatever you want to do, all completely custom. Well, the choice is yours. But I very rarely have ever seen a custom-made fifth wheel from Spacecraft. I thought it would be fun to share with you today. Something different. Since we live in Kansas City, it's all right here anyway. All right, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully that helps. Gives you another way of thinking of things. Gives you another option, possibility. Pretty neat. That air ride suspension system, never once would have thought of that. Hope you're having a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, be a doer of all things. We'll keep bringing you this awesome videos. I'm glad Greg invited us up here today. It's about an hour and a half away from where we're at to be able to show and share something completely different. They take possession of this in about another 2 weeks when it rolls out of here. Pretty cool. There's so many things here I could show you, how they do the fiberglass ceilings, how they're constructing other stuff. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you can see the stuff in the future. All right, I'm out.